Mr. Speaker, I see hate. Mr. Speaker, I see bitterness. Mr. Speaker, I see acrimony. Mr. Speaker, I see animosity. And Mr. Speaker, I see a man completely out of control. Completely out of control, Mr. Speaker. That is what I see. And that problem is not a new problem to me, you know. I was aware of the tendency for the Honourable to go out of control since 1987.
I went to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago in August 2003 as a Minister of Government in Trinidad and Tobago, a PNM Minister, and told him that there was bid rigging taking place in Udicott. What the Commission of Inquiry is looking at is 10 times worse than what happened with Piako Airport. And it's even more brazen.
It's being described by Prime Minister Patrick Manning as the opposition grasping at straws. This as he dismissed the latest allegations that suggest he was instrumental in the construction of the Guanapo Church. In a television interview last night, Mr. Manning admitted that he had assisted the church in Guanapo, but this, he says, was only in relation to providing land.
I made it clear that 1, the cabinet approved land on which the church was to be built, and 2, no state funding was involved in the construction of the church. The Prime Minister assists as the Lighthouse of the Lord Jesus Christ, as indeed he assists other churches in my own constituency, for example.
Mr. Manning also dismissed allegations that money to fund the multi-million-dollar church at Guanapo was siphoned from the construction of the Prime Minister's residence.
The second allegation that has been made is that there was an outdoor facility to be constructed at the Prime Minister's residence, which resembled the church. How they got to that conclusion, I am in no position to say.
These latest allegations come after UNC political leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar unveiled what she said was an email that implicated the Prime Minister in the controversial Guanapo church construction, with reference being made to the PM in an email. Mr. Manning dismissed this, saying the PM could be the project manager, even suggesting that former Udicott chairman Calder Hart may have acted in his private capacity.
Is it an involvement of Udicott or an involvement of Mr. Hart? Which is it?
Mr. Hart in his capacity as the executive chairman of Udicott.
Or is it in his private capacity? Which is it?
Argue your case. Everybody has a chance to do it. But not like my good friend. The minute you oppose my good friend, Mr. Speaker, the minute you oppose my good friend, he gets very, very angry. And if you oppose him strongly, Mr. Speaker, he becomes a raging bull. And that is what this government is not prepared to act. That is what it was. We just were not prepared to accept that.
If this country cannot call to order its Prime Minister and his cabinet and his political party to say we are not accepting that, then God help us.